Hi, I am Georgiana of profesoraingles.com. Welcome to this new video. Yesterday, I talked about how to learn grammar effortlessly. Here's yesterday's rule. Rule number 2. Don't study grammar rules. Use the point of view technique. In this video, I'll be talking about a very common problem among English students. They have a hard time remembering what they learn. It's common that you learn something in English and after a certain time, you forget almost everything. This is very frustrating and it may hurt your motivation over time. In many language schools, they try to cover as much material as possible. This way, the students learn superficially, so they don't consolidate what they learn. How can you avoid this? How can you learn English deeply? Here's a vital approach that will save you a lot of time. Learn by repetition. This approach may seem simple, but it's very powerful. Learn by repetition. What do I mean by that? Well, it's simple. Let's say you have 20-30 minutes of easy audio content in English. For example, a story or a podcast. If you have the text in English, it's much better. Okay, instead of just listening to it once or twice, listen to it many times. For example, 2 or 3 times per day over the course of 1 week. You can read the transcript at the same time or just listen. Do it although you think you have already learned the words. Why so many times? Because your brain needs many repetitions to acquire new vocabulary, new grammar structures, pronunciation, etc. It's also important to do the repetitions over the course of several days. After 1 week, you can move on and choose a different material. I can guarantee you that this technique is very powerful. In fact, I know people who are able to speak several languages, polyglots, and this technique is quite common among these successful language learners. This technique is especially important if you haven't consolidated your English. The Speak English Now courses follow specifically this philosophy, allowing the student to quickly consolidate their English in a simple and convenient way. So, the conclusion is, you have to use a system where once you have learned something, you will remember it for months, years, and forever. My suggestion for today is, if you have audio content in English, create a schedule to listening to the same content at least over the course of 1 week every day. After some time, you will notice the difference. So, this is the end of this video. The rule to remember is rule number 3. Learn by repetition. Tomorrow, I'll talk about something I'm sure you'll be interested in. How to speak English automatically. See you there.